Credit often gets a bad reputation. People tend to associate it with debt, stress, and restrictions. But the truth is, when credit is managed correctly, it's not a burden at all. In fact, credit can become one of the most powerful financial tools you'll ever have. Let's break down a few of the major benefits that come with maintaining strong credit health. A higher credit score tells lenders that you're reliable. That trust translates into lower interest rates on loans, credit cards, and mortgages. Lower rates mean you pay less over time, whether it's on your home, your car, or your everyday purchases. In some cases, strong credit can literally save you thousands of dollars in interest. As your credit strengthens, lenders are more willing to extend larger lines of credit and higher limits. This doesn't mean you should spend more. Rather, it gives you flexibility and financial breathing room. Having available credit without using it also boosts your credit utilization ratio, which can positively affect your credit score even further. Good credit reaches beyond lending. It's used as a measure of trust in many areas of your life. Landlords check credit reports before approving rental applications. Employers in certain industries may review your credit to gauge reliability and responsibility. Utility companies and cell phone providers often require deposits from customers with poor or limited credit. Strong credit can waive those deposits entirely. Maintaining a positive credit history can make your everyday life easier and more affordable. Life happens. Unexpected car repairs, medical bills, or sudden income changes can catch anyone off guard. Good credit gives you access to funds when you need them most, whether it's through a low-interest credit card, a personal loan, or a line of credit. You'll be able to cover emergency costs without resorting to high interest, payday loans, or draining your savings. Credit doesn't just affect your ability to borrow. It touches almost every part of your financial life. It influences your daily decisions, long-term goals, and in many ways, your overall financial freedom. Let's look at a few real-life examples of how credit plays a role in different areas of your life. When it comes to major financial milestones, credit is almost always part of the equation. When you buy a home, your credit score determines whether you'll be approved for a mortgage. And just as importantly, what interest rate you'll receive. A strong credit score can mean the difference between securing a lower rate that saves you thousands of dollars, or being offered higher rates that increase your long-term costs. The same idea applies when buying a car. Dealerships and auto lenders use your credit score to assess your risk level as a borrower. With good credit, you'll likely receive better terms, lower interest rates, and even qualify for 0% financing offers. With poor credit, however, you may face higher rates, larger down payments, or even loan denial. In both cases, your credit doesn't just influence whether you get approved. It determines how much you'll pay over the life of the loan. Credit extends far beyond big-ticket items. Even in your day-to-day life, credit quietly shapes the opportunities and costs you face. For example, some employers review credit history as part of the hiring process, especially for roles handling money or sensitive information. They see your credit behavior as a reflection of your responsibility and trustworthiness. Landlords also look at credit before approving rental applications. A strong credit report can make the difference between securing your ideal apartment or losing it to another applicant. Even insurance companies use credit-based scores in some states to calculate premiums. To them, maintaining strong credit signals lower risk, and that can translate into lower monthly costs. As we can see, credit doesn't just influence whether you can borrow. It impacts nearly every area of your financial life. It shapes your daily decisions, your long-term goals, and in many ways, your overall financial freedom. Now let's dig even deeper into this idea: how credit acts as your financial reputation, how it opens doors, and how it can amplify your opportunities when used the right way. Credit is more than just a number. It's a reflection of trust. Trust between you and the financial system. It's how lenders, landlords, and even employers evaluate your reliability. When you maintain strong credit, you don't just gain access to money, you gain access to opportunity. For example, imagine two people applying for the same mortgage. One has a credit score of 780 while the other has a 620. Now, both might be approved, but the person with the higher score could receive an interest rate that's 1 or 2% lower. Over the life of a 30-year mortgage, that small difference might add up to tens of thousands of dollars in savings. It's not just about getting approved. It's about paying less for the same thing. That's the quiet but powerful advantage of good credit. Good credit creates trust, and trust lowers your costs, increases your options, and gives you more control over your financial journey. Here's something many people don't realize. Good credit creates a ripple effect. A well-managed credit profile doesn't just help in one area. It strengthens your financial foundation across the board. When your credit is strong, lenders are more confident in working with you. That means you may qualify to refinance existing debt at lower interest rates, saving you money every month. It also gives you access to premium financial tools, like rewards credit cards with cashback or travel benefits, low-interest home equity lines of credit, or business funding with favorable terms. So remember, don't fear credit, master it. Use it strategically, protect it carefully, and let it be the bridge between where you are and where you want to be financially.